Hello, we are the GNA Brothers. Today we're going to teach you how to run a virtual machine for Windows 7. So as you can see here, I'm in Oracle Virtualbox. So what this does is basically it allows you to run an OS within an OS. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click New. So Microsoft Windows and then Windows 7, it has that by default. So in order to do this, you're going to need something called an ISO. An ISO, you can just Google it. For Windows 7, you need to make sure it's 32-bit. It's really easy to get. So, name, I'm just going to name that 7. Next, this is the amount of RAM, so 1024 megabytes, that's fine. 32 gigabytes, create a virtual hard disk. I'm going to change this later. And then virtual machinist, I recommend this one. Next, and then change that from 32 gigabytes to 10 gigabytes, just to conserve space. And then I'm going to choose where I want to save this. Save and then create. So as you can see, it popped up right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click start. And then what's going to happen is another window is going to pop up. Just a second. There it is. So it wants me to select a startup disk, so that's where the ISO comes into play. So I have Windows 7 Ultimate x86, that's 32-bit. So I'm going to double click on that, start. Just going to put this in full screen. So let's say Windows is loading files, because that's what Windows likes to do. And then just going to do it again. It's going to stay there until it wants to load. So basically, this is like a clean installation of Windows 7. So it doesn't know that, it thinks that it's a brand new computer or there's no OS on it, like you put a new hard drive in it. So it's basically like a computer. It's a virtual computer that's using the hardware on your computer, kind of. So it's just going to load there, and there it goes. And that's going to do that starting Windows. So you copyright Microsoft, and then starting Windows is going, okay, there it is. So then it's going to, given a couple minutes, it's going to bring up that gift we all get, gift, I said gift, I meant GIF. That we all know and love, with that 4 beautiful, majestic dots converging to form the Microsoft logo that flickers for a while till it decides to load. I kind of wish it had like a progress bar like Windows XP or Windows Vista. I know Windows Vista was a train wreck, like that's why Windows 7 exists, but I think they should have a little progress bar to say, I'm doing something, I'm not frozen. Like, I like the Windows XP one better than the Windows Vista one. So it's just going to sit here until it decides to have those little tiny dots. There they are. So convert, just quit. That's fun. So now you can see that the mouse popped up right there. It looks a little bit different because it's in Windows 7 now. I got that background. Yes, English, US, next. Install now. So then setup is starting. It's going to take a second. And I think we'll skip this part. Okay, so now setup is done loading. Yes, I accept the terms and I'm now selling my soul to Microsoft. So custom, I don't want to update that. So disk 0 unallocated space. Next. Loading. Loading. Anytime now. Okay, so now copying Windows files, it's just going to take a second, then it's going to expand the files, then it's going to install the features, then it's going to install updates, and it's going to complete the installation. But the weird thing is that expanding Windows files takes longer than copying Windows files. You can see that just jumped to 100 right there. So that's like, we're going to cut off in a second, but I'm just like, my frustration is like it takes longer to expand the files than it does to copy the files. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's also very vague. And also, you can't move the window around. Like, what if I want to see what's behind it? But you can exit out. So those are like things I don't like about it. So we're just going to skip through this part. Okay, so now we're back. I just skipped that installation part. We didn't do anything. So this is right after it installed everything. So type the username. I'm just going to do GNA and then GNA PC. It's not going to like the and, so just gonna put AND. And next, type a password. I don't want a hint, I can easily remember this. Wait, hold on, I need to make this password match now. And then next, product key. I think this is like hacked or something, ask me later. And then, I do not care. Home network, sure. Loading. Constantly loading. And then, anytime now. Okay, so it's finalizing my settings. There. Okay, so now it's loading the desktop. Welcome. And it's going to prepare the desktop. Just need to let it load because it needs to load more for the first time. Just needs to initially set everything up. Like the placement of the recycling bin. And also the pins on the taskbar initialize the start menu. And this button make sure everything is right. So now it's preparing it. Dish. Here you are, kind sir. One Windows 7. Okay. Now it's just loading and loading. Like again with the percentages. I think it should also have a percent like. Okay, there you go. Now it's done. So there's that little beeping noise that it always makes. So, since this is really annoying me, I'm going to adjust the screen resolution because it is annoying me. So I just click under appearance resolution. So if I do it all the way up here, so this is like a 23-inch screen, so it's not going to take up all of it. So I'm going to do that. So that's the only way you can see the taskbar. So keep changes, and that just grows like that. So it'll work just like regular Windows 7. It also and if you're connected to the internet when you have this, it also automatically connected to the internet on here. So that's pretty much it. So just as like a bit of another thing, I'm just going to shut it down. So just to complete it, I guess. Logging off. Shutting down. And then it's going to automatically close the window, and then you can, it's just the same thing for anything else. It's the same, pretty much the same installation process. So that's about it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, all that stuff, and yeah.
Thank you for watching.